Welcome to Cisco CCNP Wireless Redesign Training Part 1. We will go over each topic and each chapter, and we will understand what we will learn in this video. So let's start and introduce ourselves to our Cisco CCNP Wireless Redesign Training Part 1. In this chapter, we will talk about different customer requirements, how to obtain them, and we will talk about some design needs that occur throughout the wireless and infrastructure times. So first of all, we will understand how to determine the design type. Is it a new design? Is it an upgrade? We will talk about it. We will go over the reason for using wireless networks and evolving workplace. We will understand how to identify project members. What are different project members that can have effect on the design, and we will also understand the different project members that we will need throughout the deployment and site survey. We will go over different Cisco design methodologies, and then we will understand how to go through design documents that are already provided by Cisco. There are some pretty nice design guides, well-dated design guides that are created by Cisco, and that will help you a lot, both for the deployment and both for the understanding the existing infrastructure and coming up with a plan to refresh it or coming up with a newer design. We will also talk about the wireless design for just data and go and understand how the wireless network needs changed. We can also talk about the demands, actually, how they changed. Then on the next part, we will talk about different standards for wireless design. We will understand the MIMO, multiple input, multiple output, different 802.11 amendments, 802.11k, V, R, and we will understand different challenges of setting up wireless network for hospitality, healthcare, education, retail, and warehouses. So we will basically go through different design needs of different environments. Next up, after coming up with the design, we will understand how to gather customer information. What are the questions that we need to ask? And what are the things that we cannot get answer even if we have the customer, we have the meetings with the customer, we talk with the customer a lot, but there are some secret questions that we need to ask, because just with them we can get a better design. We will go over the design documentation. We will understand the customer questionnaire, the secret sauce, the secret questions will be part of this, and we will understand what statement of work, SOW, means, and how we can get it, how we can prepare it for our customer. Next up, we will talk about the site survey. How to start the site survey, what are the precautions and requirements that we will need from the customer. Do we have the access to the site? Do we have even the address, even who will chaperone us throughout the site survey? We will understand the predictive site survey, and another type which will be passive and active site surveys. Why we need them, how can we do them, what are the differences between them. Then we will go over site survey deliverables, different things that we will give to the customer, and we will talk about different design demands. So why do we need mesh network design? Why do we need high density network design? What makes a network design a high density network design? What makes a network design a security sensitive network design? What can we think about? What can we precautious about security sensitive network designs? These videos will be talking about demands, not the actual design, but the demands of it. What makes it a high density network design? So in chapter 1, we will deal with lots of materials, but don't worry, I will go over them one by one so you will get a better understanding of each topic at the end of chapter 1. In this chapter, we will talk about wireless and deployment considerations and the facility type. We will also talk about the mesh networks and some regulatory information. First of all, we will understand different regulatory domains, why we need them, and how we can deploy them on your mesh networks. Then, the next will come for the regulatory bodies. We will understand what are the different regulatory bodies, where we have them, in which country, in which area, and why we need them, and what are different requirements in different regulatory bodies. We will understand the regulatory needs for channels, especially the ISM band, 2.4 GHz. We will understand regulatory antenna requirements, why we have them in the first place, and we will understand different regulatory domains. Actually, you have 14 of them, and we will talk most of them. Then we will consider some facility type information and focus on the safety considerations. It will be in 2 parts, and we will talk about warehouses, storage facilities, production environments, some hazardous environments, outdoor RF places, and also we will talk about some safety considerations related with ladders and lifts. Next up, we will think about the aesthetic limitations, why we have them, how can we solve them. This will be our prioritization for this video. Then of course we will understand the need for assessing the existing wired infrastructure for the wireless infrastructure. We will also understand the impact of material attenuation and do a great example on our Ekahau site survey. On chapter 3, we will focus on predictive design and some site survey related features and technologies that we need to understand before starting our site survey journey. First of all, we need to understand applications for voice, why we need them, and what are the requirements for different voice traffic. We need to understand packet loss. We need to understand delay, jitter. What is the relation between delay and jitter? And also, we need to understand what are the applications and their needs for video, why we need them, why we have them. We will also understand the coverage design, coverage need for location, specifically location tracking. We will talk about RFIDs, we will talk about choke points, and how we can use RFIDs and choke points for location tracking. Then we will understand Cisco Client Link, which are part of radio resource management. And we will also get why we need band select and what are the things that will give us the benefit of using it. After completing our future part, we will start going over some other tools such as Cisco Prime, Ekahau site survey. We will understand how we can use Ekahau site survey and what are the benefits for your Cisco Prime installations, such as monitoring, maps, some CCNP, and some NetFlow features. You will also go over the coverage requirements and what are different coverage requirements for different designs and for different plans. And then we will start a new project on Ekahau. How can we start a new project and what are the configuration parameters that we need to be aware of? As this is all about predictive design, we will not go focus on Ekahau site survey, but we will understand the predictive site survey, which will be called Ekahau Auto Planner. And then we will learn how to use scale to create walls and how to use the alignment feature on Ekahau to get a 3D map on our wireless. Also, we will learn how to add a new floor on a building that we specified. Thank you for watching.